Using groups in Resolume is a great way to control sections of content or multiple layers at one time. So whether you're wanting to use one effect to control that group of content, maybe control the opacity with that section of content, or even safeguard that group. So there's multiple different ways to use groups, and we'll go over that here in this tutorial, as well as the fundamentals of groups. So let's go ahead and get into it. First off, let's go ahead and create a group. Let's right click on a layer, go to group and new. You'll see the group one was created, and it extends down to include the foreground layer. Let's grab the mid, drop it in. You'll see that extends down, and same thing with background. So now group one encapsulates fore, mid, and background. So what I want to do is show you guys how we can drop one effect, and it will affect all of the clips inside of the layers here, since the layers are in this group one. So first things first, let's go to view and make sure that everyone has show group on. That will enable you to see the group panel up here. Now all we got to do is grab the edge detection and drop it into group one. You'll see over here in our composition monitor that edge detection now is affecting group one. It's going to be affecting both of these clips, since these clips are on one of these layers in the group. Now, if we want to have a logo on top, notice that the logo does not have edge detection applied, since the logo layer is outside of group one. If we were to take logo and drop the logo layer inside of group one, notice that edge detection is now on the logo. And this is a good example because this is a way that I like to use groups. In a simple basic example is just being able to take your logo, not have it affected by any different effects or audio reactivity or anything like that, but I can still have the control over multiple layers at once with single effects, audio reactivity and things like that. So besides being able to drop effects onto the group and control it like that, another good use case for groups is that you now have control over all of the opacity of that group with one slider. You can also change the speed of those clips with one slider. And you'll also see those reflected over here on your group bar. So it's worth noting that you have the normal controls that you do at every other lever of control as far as like clip and layers and composition, with the scale and rotation and anchor and adjusting with the X and the Y and the width and the height. One thing I would recommend spending some time on here and checking out is the blend modes with groups. There's ways to blend groups with other layers that is a lot of fun to play around with. So I'm going to move this layer one out of the group. That way we got something to blend against this clip and we can kind of see what we're working with here. So we go to blend mode and let's just test some of these out. 50 difference. So again, worth going and playing around with, and make sure that you're familiar with all these different controls that groups has to offer. You can even kick out the clips if you want, all with one button. So you got your X here that will kick out everything. You can bypass all of the group at once. You can solo it, as well as dial in A/B toggles to mix with other groups or clips. So these are all super useful and things you can MIDI map out. But before we get ahead of ourselves, let's keep going on and we'll get more into that further in the course. All right, so we got rid of our group and we're starting fresh here. We're going to go ahead and create a new group. Go to group, new. Now we got our logo layer back in group one. And one thing I want to showcase is if you want to fire a column at once and tell it not to fire that group whenever you hit the column trigger. So for example, notice that whenever we fire the columns, the logo in that column is firing with the clips. Now, since we got logo layer in group one, let's go to the group, right click and do ignore column trigger. Now, notice whenever I fire the next column, this layer is staying where it was. It's not reacting to my column trigger. So let's kick this out. Notice it's just firing the clips underneath it, and it's not firing this layer anymore. We could do the same thing if we move up here. And notice since these two layers are in the group, it's not changing whenever I hit the column trigger. But if now we fire something, it will fire anything that's not inside of these two. This is just another way to have more dynamic control and also to control specific layers that you do not want to be fired. A lot of people enjoy doing column triggers, especially if you have more of a heads up before your set. I find it really helpful to go through and lay out multiple columns of content that go with the next song. That way, with one click, you can fire multiple clips. Or with one group, you can fire that whole group with one click here. So let's say that we're doing a live performance and the artist says that they want their logo up, nearly the whole set, and then they also want like a stylized frame that, we can have, and we just, we change the visuals behind it, of course, but we're going to have a frame that stays up the whole set. So we can do that. And one way to do that is, you go to your layer and you can lock the content. But if you have multiple different layers, whether that's like a color theme or logos and frames and stuff like that, you can just make a group. So go to group and safeguard. So let's say we want to safeguard this content. We can also grab the logo, toss that in, and then you'll see the safeguard group goes down and extends over frame layer as well as logo layer, indicating that they're both in the group. So what we could do is instead of locking each individual layer, we could go and lock content, and it's going to lock that whole group of content. In fact, anything that you move into it will automatically lock as well. So there's many use cases for this, and whenever you start using the autopilot feature or start running IMAG screens or just have things where maybe you don't want exited out. So let's say you hit your master eject button and you do want the logo and the frame to stay up always, let's say. So that would be a good use case for that right there. If you enjoy videos like these, we got a full classroom and it's way beyond what we got here on YouTube. Plugins, loops, insider tips and tricks from experienced VJs. Now, if you haven't yet, check us out. We got a week free trial, and let's get back to your video. All right, a few more things before we wrap up here. One of the common questions I get asked is, can I nest a group inside of another group? And the answer to that, as far as we are here in 7.26, the answer is no. So another couple points is if you want to rename the group, just right click it. You got rename here. Or alternatively, you can go up here to the group panel and double click that and label it whatever you want, and it will reflect over here as well. Also, there's a couple ways you can get rid of the groups. Now, if you right click, you can go to remove group, keep layers. So that will just simply get rid of the group and keep all your content and layers intact. And let's undo that. And the other way is if you right click it, go to remove group and layers. That's going to get rid of your group and the layers along with the content that was in them. So now you got the full overview of groups and its spot in Resolume. Now, as a reminder, as far as the hierarchy goes, you got composition, groups, layers, and clips. So as a mental model, if you got different mapping needs or you want to control a group of content with certain effects, or if you want to even safeguard a group of content, you probably need a group. So as we go further in this beginner course, I'll be doing a tutorial on building your show file. We'll do some other grouping techniques in there, and I'll show you guys how I like to utilize it in my own live performances. But before we get there, let's do a couple more tutorials to get more of the lay of the land and see all the tools that we have available in Resolume. Thanks a lot. We'll talk soon.